back to the Daily Dish with Candace Cooper. Wow. Okay, I just want to start off by saying thoughts and prayers to all of California, even though I know they were included in my rant on Saturday. Wow. Okay, so thoughts and prayers to everyone in California right now. Pacific Palisades, all of those houses were destroyed. A lot of people lost their fire coverage right before this happened. I don't know why. I don't know why. Why would these people lose fire coverage right before? Now, the Santa Ana winds, I'm in Arizona, and the winds have been winding today. Like, I'm not even going outside because it's so windy and nobody wants to get dust bowl lung or whatever the frig they call it here. So inside it is for me. But Spencer and Heidi, you know, we're all the same age. I grew up with them. I grew up watching them on the hills, Laguna Beach. Well, not Laguna Beach, but the hills. They lost their house. And I know that this is like a weak word of encouragement, but I want to try to find the silver lining in this. Usually when stuff like this happens, it means that there's going to be a huge level up in your life. Think about Kelly Clarkson. Right before she won American Idol, her house burnt down. So Heidi and Spencer, if you in some crazy way come across this video, I have a feeling you're going to level up way bigger and better than prior to all of this. But the Getty Museum is coming this close to being caught by the fire. LA, California, they've run out of water. They just seem like a very poorly run state. No judgment, but heartbreaking. Steve Guttenberg, they were like, hey, what's going on? Are you an actor? He's like, yeah, I'm an actor, okay? And everybody's house is burning down, so can you like not put that in front of my face? Like, he's like crying. People had to leave their cars. People had to, it's just horrible. It is very apocalyptic. It is very escape from LA. It is very doomsday, all of it. So my heart goes out to everyone affected by these fires. You know, life is so fragile. And every single day we wake up to horrible news everywhere all the time. And it just reiterates to us how fragile life truly is. Heartbreaking, just heartbreaking. Seeing Heidi Montag, like, I feel bad for Heidi already. She looks drained. She looks tired prior to all of this happening. So she's been looking tired and drained and at her wit's end for a while now. Now her house is gone. Where are they going to live? Where's Erwan? Did Erwan go up in the flames? Because her stories now, they look like she's in Walmart. And we know that Heidi and Spencer are not Walmart type people. They're Erewhon type people. We're going to see. We're going to see. They're going to rebuild. They're going to rebuild. They're going to be okay. But this is not like a comforting message, but I'm going to try to make it a comforting message. I feel like there's going to be a big level up. So I hate that. I hate it. It's, yeah, and there's like no sign of water or rain. Very doomsday. On another note, Grace O'Malley was on Theo Von's podcast saying that she has a crush on Shane Gillis. Okay, well, you could have fooled me. I thought you were Shane Gillis with a wig on. They look like they could be twins, Irish twins. I guess she was like ripping Dave Portnoy for her salary at Barstool. And Dave got on, of course, he's Dave Portnoy. Of course, he's going to like get on and say his 2 cents. He disclosed her salary. And at the end of the day, all said and done, she was making $250,000. You couldn't get a better haircut? You couldn't get on Ozempic? And then you could have Shane Gillis. But she's like a bro. She's a dude. She's heterosexual, but you could tell she's like got dude energy. It's funny. Honestly, I never knew who Grace O'Malley was before any of this came on, so whatever. She was talking about how Shane Gillis, she was like eating a sandwich and Shane Gillis, I think, went into the green room and the sandwich just like fell and she just like walked away. She got like so flustered. Do men ever get flustered with women? Like, do you ever get like so flustered by our beauty that you drop your sandwich and just walk right over it? Can't even deal? I think that should serve as a lesson to women. They're generally not that impressed by us. So why should we be so impressed by them? It's like 70% of women are, competing for 20% of the male population's attention. It's a losing game. It's a losing game. It's crazy. Okay, I want to talk. I wrote in my notes, why is Dave Portnoy so ugly? Like, he's got those little tiny lips. Like, they're like giving rich white man lips. Okay, let's just not even mince words. He's not, whatever. I'm not going to like rip apart Dave Portnoy's looks, but I would love to see him get a lip flip. I would love to see him put lip plumper on. I'd love to see him, get like lip filler. If we have to do it, well, not me, but if this is a secret to my lips. The buxom. I like it. But if you're ever feeling like, I did a lip mask today, but if you're ever feeling like your lips need a little help, just a little, Dave, your lips are calling. But yeah, he's busted. But the ladies fucking love him. Why? Because we all have fucking Pocahontas syndrome. We all want John Smith to love us because somewhere in our DNA, if John Smith loves us, then we'll survive. What was that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio? The Flower Moon, where they married all of the Native American women and then killed them. Look, I'm guilty, okay? My ex-husband looked like he had stepped right the fuck off the Mayflower. So I'm guilty of it, but my dad is also Lenape and Portuguese, so I have that residual fear and survival and wanting to please the white man. Dave Portnoy just gives that vibe so hard. He came over on the Mayflower and he would kill you for your fucking land. So, and your subpar pizza. I just finished watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Dorit is fighting for her life. My little Dorito. She's fighting for her life. Are we going to see her looks change? What is going on with her financials? That fight with Kyle and Kyle brought Kesha? Okay. So Kyle brings Kesha to the Viper Room to see Erica Jane's performance of Domino, which the song is terrible. Where was Kesha during this fight? So Kesha must have been like, you know what? I gotta go. I gotta go. Kyle and Dorit go at it because Dorit is like, what are you saying to my husband? I'm not even talking to PK. What are you guys talking about? Yeah, no. Kyle should not be talking to PK. If she wants to torch her friendship with Dorit, sure, go ahead, talk about it. Which maybe like subconsciously, maybe Kyle really does want to be done with her friendship with Dorit. And this is her subconscious way of sabotaging it. That's my theory on why she is still talking to PK and not really like giving a shit what Dorit says. Dorit's like not telling her kids that she's separated. You know, is PK an alcoholic? He is an alcoholic because he's in recovery. He's definitely banging like a 22-year-old Dorit. That's why he wants a divorce. Okay? You've gotten too wild. You've gotten too out of control. You've gotten too opinionated. Your face gave you too much swag. Your new face gave you too much swag. And he's like, I want someone new who isn't as hip to my ways, who doesn't have fully developed self-esteem and a fully developed frontal lobe. Okay, Dorit? But the fight was vicious. It was seriously vicious. They both like lunged towards each other. It's giving Lisa Rinna. Don't talk about my husband. Bose was like, she's like, what did I walk into? I like Bose. And I like Garcelle. I like Bose. Who else do I like on there? Kyle's like getting a little wet noodly. And her lips are wild. I think she got a lip flip. Because they're very like that. Aren't they? It's like they get work done and they look good. And they should just let it ride. But no, then they like double down. They triple down. And they look crazy. Erica Jane looks good. Now, if she still had Tom Girardi's money, who knows how far she would have gone. But maybe it was like a blessing in disguise that she doesn't have that dude to bankroll her, anymore. And then she's redecorating her house, her cute house, and she's shitting all over it. I'm like, that's actually like kind of a cute house though. I didn't really like Tom Girardi's house. I don't know, like all of that home, can you really enjoy it? Like most of it collects dust. Unless you have grandkids coming in and out and kids and family members staying and all of that stuff, like, I don't know, whatever. Like, I get it. People like big houses and I get it. But for me, I don't know. I was never really into like open concept either. And I'm so happy to see open concept leaving. People in Brooklyn always had like a loft. I'm like, I fucking hate lofts. I hate them. I want rooms. I want individual rooms. I want to close a door. Build a fucking wall. Build a wall. So yeah, she's like, Erica's redecorating her house. I think it's like adorable. She thinks it's such a step down from what she had. It's interesting how quickly she forgot where she came from because she said that she showed up at Tom Girardi's house with plastic bags full of her stuff, like garbage bags. And like, that wasn't any of your furniture anyway. That was Tom's furniture. And I'm like, it's giving like Vanderpump Rules. They are waiters, waitresses, bartenders. Not saying that they don't deserve to have huge homes like that, but in order to keep homes like that in your family, in your life, you have to come from like generational wealth where they teach you the ins, the outs, you know, there are things that wealthy people teach their children that regular and poor people don't, it doesn't even occur to them to teach their children that stuff. So when I saw everyone from Vanderpump getting these huge big houses, I was like, and then think about it, right? You know, Ariana, her new house is pretty, but it's smaller. It's much smaller. But I just remember being like, is their personal self-worth going to allow them to accept wealth as the new way of life? And it didn't. It didn't, because most of them were all back in apartments, which totally no shade to that. But I just was like, yeah, like you have to come from wealth or be very self-motivated to learn about wealth in order to feel comfortable and maintain that kind of a lifestyle, because Vanderpump Rules wasn't going to last forever. That's like my 2 cents. Not that I fucking have, like, let me get off my soapbox. I'm a regular person. I work a regular career. But I've been around a lot of wealthy people. I've been around a lot of poor people. And I've been me in my body interacting with both of those people. So I watch how one set, sets their family up, and I watch how one set does not set their family up. But now we have the internet and we can learn about it all on our own. So it's crazy. I don't know. It's just a crazy week. It's a crazy week. I'm not sure what's going on with Jeff Lewis. It was a rerun on Spotify. So they're like doing a lot of reruns. And I wonder why. I think because Sirius is probably hurting for subscriptions. And they don't want to give away good content on Spotify for free. They want people to subscribe. And they know that if we get our fix 2 times a week from a new show, that we're like, we don't need to fucking subscribe to Sirius. But I think Jeff has way overextended his budget. He pays for like base level, gosh, so many people. And then he pays all of his guests. So, and then he puts them up in hotels. He's, when certain people are hard up for money, like actors, you knew that they were hard up for money when they started doing commercials. Like when a movie actor starts doing commercials, you're like, oh, fuck. They done run out their money. And when I saw Jeff doing his like $10,000 dinners, I was like, he's hurting. He's hurting. Sirius did not give him a raise. And I think honestly, the 2-hour show, I don't think people need a 2-hour Jeff Lewis show. I think 1 hour, 5 days a week, great. And then he could do his other projects and, yada, yada, all that stuff. But there was definitely some contract negotiations that I don't think they went in his favor. I really don't. Everything just seems so up in the air all around the world, all around the country, all around, like everything. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's just stressful. It really is. I did my hair yesterday, and then she's just so like silky that I was like, okay, we need to put you up. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. What else is going on? I thought it was crazy that Selena Gomez's voice has changed so much. I guess it's from lupus. Her voice sounds fragile, but she looked so pretty. And, you know, I'm going to be Team Selena over Team Hailey. Always. I don't really like Hailey Bieber. But I could get down with Selena for sure. Anyway, I don't know. I'm feeling like a little bit down because of all these fires and stuff. And I live so close. I think I'm like a little just like preoccupied with the sadness of all of that stuff. So I was just like feeling a little bit blue today. I'm going to make some chicken soup. Everybody's fucking sick. So I'm like, stay away. So everyone is sick. I'm going to make my chicken soup. Everything is like, okay. Just we have to think positive thoughts. Send love. Send love to the people in California. Even though I did say I wanted California and New Jersey to crack off into the ocean. I just really don't like the vibe of New Jersey. And I don't think that, you know, I don't think that we'd be missing anything if New Jersey just cracked off into the ocean. As a fellow New York, New Jerseyer, I mean, I grew up there. So the fact that they finally enforced that Midtown tax, ugh, what a fucking drag. When I was little, it used to cost $4 to go over the George Washington Bridge. Now it's $20. Then you get into Manhattan, $17. So that's $40 right off the top just to get into Manhattan. Then gas, then parking, then eating your meals there because you can't go back home, eat your meal, then go back into the city. I'm so happy I don't have to live there anymore. I fucking hated New York so much. And at the end, in the beginning when I was little and like running around with a fake ID, like loved it. But then working there, so I worked in New York City from 7 to 33. I don't know, do the fucking math. I can't do it right now. But from 7 to 33, I worked and lived in Manhattan or Brooklyn, Manhattan. New Jersey, 7 to 23, I lived in New Jersey with a stint in LA at 21. But then after that, I lived in Manhattan and Brooklyn. Whatever. I'm happy I don't have to pay the fucking Midtown tax. I think it is hideous and horrendous. You think you want a 15-minute city? No, you fucking don't. You think you want public transportation? No, you fucking don't. You don't want someone gross sitting next to you on the subway. You don't want someone angry sitting next to you on the subway. The stuff I've seen in the subways, I could write a fucking book. But I won't. Or will I? I don't know. Say some prayers for California. Say some prayers for all of us. And I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I'm trying to stay positive. All right. I love you all. This is my no makeup look. Blush is key. Love it. But I love you all. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Daily Dish with Candace Cooper. Don't forget, leave your little comments. Give me a little thumbs up. Hit subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.